name is Dr. Solomon, aka Mama Budua. I want to thank you all for following me, for trusting and believing in me. Thank God for all the journey so far for our marriages. I want to talk to us this hour on spiritual adultery. Some of us are so spiritual that we are neglecting our sexual rights in marriage. Your husband and your wife, you have neglected them. You are praying and fasting for the whole year, not knowing that somebody is not happy. And you as a wife or husband that you know you're not happy with what your husband is doing, like I always say, communication is key. If your husband is fasting for 30 days and you know your grace cannot carry for that 30 days, instead of making him to continue the hunger strike, you can just tap him. The 30 days prayer and fasting, you can shorten it, and after you both settle and agree, like the Holy Book says, can two walk together except they agree? When you know that the agreement has been made, then you can continue on the journey of the fasting and prayers. But when your wife and your husband is not in agreement, you are sleeping in a different room, your wife is sleeping in a different room, you are kabashing throughout the night, and your wife is not happy to the point that he or she is committing adultery in the dream. You may be wondering whether this one is possible. Yes, it's very possible, because it is what we think in our mind that is happening in our dream. Your husband is praying and thinking that everything is well, but you are not happy. And maybe you have gotten a man or a woman you admire during the day, and before you know it, you say, after all, you're not. A woman can be thinking of a woman and be sleeping with her in the dream. A man can be thinking of a woman and be sleeping with her in the dream. That's adultery, whether you like it or not. And instead of committing that adultery, talk to your wife, talk to your husband, and settle it, and take care of yourself. Husband, hold your side. Know that sex in marriage, there is nothing you can do about it. God has ordained it. God has made it like that. And now, another one I want to draw our attention to is the thing that the devil has sent into the world that people are now celebrating and unknowingly killing marriages. The issue of a reunion. You see, old school, primary school, colleague, primary school, mates, secondary school, they create a group, WhatsApp or whichever group, and everybody is connecting. It's, long time friend. Before you know it, the deadlock is now awakening. And before you know it, hello, hi, you are now forgetting that you are married and you are going back to the old secondary school mates that you admire each other at that time. Let's be conscious of all these things. These are the things that is killing marriage. And before you know it, you will not even you don't want to bother whether your husband or your wife is sexually, something is wrong with them. No, we should check all these things. And I want to advise us, couples, before you go into any fasting and prayer, be in agreement, just like the Holy Book says. Don't be too holy. Don't be too spiritual. You cannot be holier than the Bible, and you cannot be holier than God. It's God that created this thing. So we should follow things and be in a marriage is spiritual and is physical. We cannot let one kill the other. And for my dear sisters, brothers, Brother Titus, Brother Linus, and Sister Veronica, that you will be in church from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. You forgot that you are married and somebody's flesh is looking for something. Your wife is there, romancing pillow, and you are there saying you are honoring men of God. I respect them so well, but they have their own family as well. You don't want to come and leave your husband at home and go and be doing pastor, or you go and be carrying mommy. All these things are things that can kill, that are killing marriages. Speak out. Don't be too spiritual. Balance things. Know that marriage is spiritual and physical. Your wife or your husband is committing adultery in the dream. Your prayers cannot be answered. Settle what you need to settle before you go into your fasting and your prayers, and be in agreement. Marriage is sweet. Sex and marriage is beautiful. We all need it. If we don't need it, we should have gone to do Reverend Father, Reverend Sister. So therefore, my followers, my great people, I love you always. Thank you, and please take your marriage serious. Don't allow your wife or your husband to start committing adultery physically or in the dream. Take notes. I love you. Thank you.